so I'm going to make my way through this list to see what sneakers grab me and are worth sort of looking at. This Jar 1 Chinese New Year looks kind of interesting, but probably not a must-have for me. Just sort of going through, see if I can pick anything out. Not a fan of Sambas, so I'll probably skip that as well. 2002 Rs, that's not really something that I'm feeling at the moment. I think these are interesting, the Alpha Fly 3s, and I'm not a runner really, so I won't really want to sort of try these, but they look interesting to me. Definitely worth a look if you're a runner. This Snow Peak boot, is again not something that I'd be wearing because I'm not really that much into being in the snow, so not for me. And the Charles Barkley CV94s, they're not bad, but not my thing. The Puma MB03s, not my bag either. I think that's not a nice. I think the first two models are much better than these, in my opinion. Zoom GT Cut 3s, there's a Zoom X on there. That's not so bad, but again, not a must-have for me. There's not much in January at the moment, and we've got some Atmos ASICS gels. That's not really something that I'm into either, so the colourway is not grabbing me. I kind of like these white and silver New Balance 1906Rs, but if I didn't have a couple of pairs already, I'd be after those, but I'll have to give that a skip as well. Moving on to February, the Kobe 8 Protro, I'm not sure, it's white caught purple. Not my bag, it's probably not going to go for those. Same with the white and radiant emerald ones, I don't think that's my cup of tea either. Maybe the white caught purples, I remember seeing a picture of those, but there's no picture on here at the moment. So I think these Jar ones, probably not for me. Not really into KDs, because I wasn't really into sneakers back then, so for a while, so the KD4's not for me. I kind of like the look of this Footskate woven, though. It says rainbow colorway, but again, not a must-have for me. But I am intrigued by it just because of I think the grey colorway and the kind of multicolor weaving. I think the KDs I'd probably give a miss as well. Mac Attacks, not really feeling those. These SB Dunk Low City of Love, they look okay, probably not my thing. I think probably the first pair that I'll probably look to grab maybe is this Air Max 1 Royal 886, just because I'm a fan of those, so I think that's a nice one to get. Some of the other Nike models just look too generic to me at the moment. I think this is releasing for the Air Max Day, which is Air Max DN, I think anyway, as far as I remember, but that, again, it just looks a bit standard to me. I'm a fan of like Air Max trainers, but I think either Nike are trying too hard or I'm not the customer base for those trainers anymore. Kobe, okay, this is a bi-coastal colorway. I remember seeing these. I'm not sure about them. I'd rather have the Gift of Mambas. I don't think these are going to release these SB Dunk White Lobsters. I just don't think that's going to be a thing. Seems to be kind of one of those myths. So they've got some ACG Air Mock 3.5s. They look alright, with the crocodile skin on them. So I already have a pair which I kind of use, so probably pass on those as well. Same for these ACG Locates. Mountain Flies as well, that's another miss, not for me. These not for me either. These Air Adjust Force, they're a bit too out there. Look like sandals as well by the looks of it. One for the ladies, I guess. Same for these Air Adjust Force. Just not really feeling those either. These look nice, but again, I just probably won't be able to pull those off. It's not my kind of thing to wear really. I think I'm interested in, when I saw these on the sneakers preview, I'm interested in these Foam Posit 1 blues. I have a white pair. I won't mind getting the all black pair at some point, but these blues are nice. I know this is a holy grail for a lot of people, this eggplant one, but not one for me. I don't think I'd be grabbing those. I'd still prefer to grab this royal blue really. And then same with the Galaxies, they look nice and stuff, but I don't think I'll be able to wear them. I'm kind of looking at things that I can sort of wear and sort of use. I just think the Galaxy ones are probably just a bit too loud for me, and they kind of just belong on the basketball court, but even then it's probably better basketball sneakers playing, I guess. That's another nice colourway for the Footskate woven. Maybe they might get some traction with these, but they're releasing way too many. Not really into Air Force Ones, they just look a bit standard to me, so not feeling those. I thought they were done with Air Force One highs and mids, but sounds like they're still carrying on with them. Still carrying on with the weird Air Force One mules as well. Good luck to that. Tons of Air Force Ones, not really feeling any of those. I think the thing with Air Force Ones is none that kind of grab me. They released so many over the years, I only have one pair of Air Force Ones at the moment, and that's the Peace, Love and Swoosh pair. But these rest of these are just kind of standard stuff really. It's not kind of grabbing me in any way. Wow, that's a lot of Air Force Ones. This one is pretty cool. But again, I think the swoosh is putting me off. That kind of weird fairy texture on it just doesn't look quite right. It might be like a felt kind of material by the looks of it. Yeah, I'm not feeling any of those, all just sort of standard stuff. It's got to really grab me, like to kind of me wanting to sort of buy an Air Force One, but that's all just standard stuff. That's Fat Joe knockoff. Maybe so many of these Air Force Ones are releasing, they might actually get popular again. Not that they're not popular, but you know, to the extent of it being the in sneaker, but I doubt it. So I've got some Huaraches. I'm a fan of Huaraches, but I think I have a couple of pairs, so I'm kind of good on those. It's got to be a really nice colorway for it to sort of speak to me, and me wanting to sort of buy it. I'm not sure when Nike do things like this, where they kind of take a good design, a classic design, and then decide to ruin it and release that ruined design in different colorways as well. So you've got pink, green, the beige and the black, and even more colours. It just doesn't look very nice to me. And then you've got the runners as well. I don't think those are done too well, but I would like to try them out. I think I've seen certain colourways, like this one looks, even though it's just sort of neutral and basic, looks clean. And same for this one as well, with the pink laces. So just something a little bit different. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these Air Humaras either, so that's probably not a one for me either. This Air Max one looks pretty clean, but probably need to see more pictures before I make a decision on that. And it also doesn't have a mesh toe box, and I'm usually one for mesh toe boxes. Well, that looks quite nice as a grade school, quite funky. I'm kind of good on the Air Maxes at the moment as well. I think it's got to be a nice colourway again for me to go, okay, I want that, and it'll probably likely be more of a collab type thing. This one's nice, it's platinum tint, and then it's got nice leather around it by the looks of it, so maybe that's a one to go for. It looks quite nice actually. I think these have just come out. I'll probably get these if I can. And this green colour, I don't have a green Air Max one. This colour just looks weird. I don't know why they just don't keep the traditional colour blocking really. That kind of it's too much blue for me. This one looks quite nice. Just unlock your space. Again, probably need to see more pictures of that one. That's not bad, just having a simple black and white Air Max 186. That looks like a cool pair. It's got some cool sort of leather paneling on there, so that looks like it's maybe worth looking at. I do like Air Max 90s, but I think the OG colorways probably the ones that I'd go for. But that one's like a nice one. That's kind of very similar to the OG color blocking, so if you're after a sort of yellow version of it, well, it says photon dust, so maybe it's a grey on the mesh. That's probably what's going to kill it off. That's a simple black and white one. I'm sure I've seen that one release as well. That's not bad, this Volt colorway, but not really a must-have for me. Really into sort of one-tone color blocking trainers anymore. I'd like to have a bit of color, a bit of different color blocking. Not feeling any of these. Oh, this is the one that I saw previously. I just don't know what they're doing really. What's the point of that? It's just like a big double-stacked trainer, just Air Max 90. I don't know what they're doing. It's just really weird. It's like no one asked for a double cheeseburger trainer. It's just an odd thing to do. I don't know why they would do that. I don't know what they're thinking. Why can't they just give us some nice OG colorways of just some simple Air Max 90 rather than just producing this kind of weirdness? Oh, another double stacked. Just yeah. Why can't they just release just the infrared pair already and just do away these things? They released two pairs. They were going to release two different pairs. They already had these last year, and now they're going to release these ones. But they can't be bothered to release the OGs. Sometimes I just don't get what Nike are doing really. I understand they need to like sort of move on, but then they produce weird trainers like this as an example. It's just yeah, just odd decisions really. You know, they're probably going to go into the outlets anyway. So these are nice, like the Gore-Tex. I get the idea, but the thing is, the sole on Air Maxes, they just sort of slip around in the wet. So it's kind of like a bit of an odd thing to do. Just put Gore-Tex on a sneaker that is potentially not really made for that kind of weather. Maybe if they change the sole, the grip of it, yeah, I'll go fair enough. But and just put some more of a trail on, because people nowadays, I don't think they're running in these anytime soon. I've never had a pair of Air Max 90 Terrascapes, but again, if I can find them on sale somewhere, I'll probably grab a pair just to see what they're like. Would like to have an off-white pair, but way too expensive. Air Max 95's not my thing as well. I only like Air Max 95 and other people, not me. Yeah, at least people with the Air Max 95 fetish are going to be pleased. There's quite a few sneakers. 97s I'm a fan of, but I've got a couple pairs already, so I don't think I need those. Again, it's got to be a really nice colorway, like something like that. It's a khaki, that looks quite nice, that potentially could be interested in, but not a must-have for me. This one looks quite nice as well, just sort of simple, and just like I said, sometimes it's the simpleness is good. I mean, it doesn't have sort of color blocking, like different colors and stuff, but because it's got like different textures and because of the lines, it kind of makes it look really cool, and you know, like a bit of different sort of use to it. I'm good with those Air Max XCs. See what I mean? Like Nike, just rather than sort of concentrate on a few silhouettes and create some nice ones, they just basically just pump out a whole load of weirdness expecting one to hit. And like I said, it's all worth having sort of different styles of trainers, but you're gonna have to look at them sometimes and go, is that a thing that, you know, actually should we release? Yeah, I just don't get it. I like these Air Max pennies, but again, it's not a must-have. They look cool because they're a bit different, but not for me. So when they keep things simple, this is a nice colorway of the Air Max Plus. So just blue, black, just keep it simple. That's a nice pair, this sherbet pair, but not a must-have for me. But I think out of all of them so far, it's over the blue and black ones and this colorway, sherbet. It's quite cool, interesting. Same with this one. It's just with Air Max Pluses, they have kind of a certain language where they can be loud and look cool at the same time, and be wearable. This is another one that's just kept simple. This looks nice as well, this purple colour with the yellow. That's all standard stuff. So yeah, just keep it simple, black and white, silver, looks really nice. Not sure what's going on with those, but it looks like some sort of collab or telling some sort of story. There you go, this is what I'd want, like the sunset. That's a nice pair. I think that's might be an OG one, mate, I think. I'm a fan of the Air Max Plus 3 as well, so I do like those. But I'm good on these ones so far. Again, it's got to be a nice colorway for it to grab me, as because I have a pair already, so not for me so far. Air Max Pulse, I'd like to try these. I think you can get them on sale for quite reasonably priced, but not really sort of that eager to basically have a pair that I need to go out and buy. It's not speaking to me that much. I think they should do away with these Air Max Scorpions. I just don't think, to me, they don't look nice. They look nice in concept. They look like a talking piece when you kind of look at them and go, oh, that's like a nice trainer. But it's just not kind of wearable, I guess. That one's quite funky though, the Just Do It one. Maybe that'll come out on Air Max Day. I'm going to skip all of those. There's a bunch of Terrascapes, skip those as well. Some Air Max TWs, Tailwinds. Some Mocs as well, up tempos. That's a cool up tempo. More up tempos. I thought they were done with up tempos, but maybe there's some in the pipeline still. Same with the slides as well. I don't know if like people bought those, but I've seen them on sale for about £40-50. I saw these as well on the sneakers preview. I think it was November time, but just not even a fan of these either. I think they look a bit weird to me, but probably again have to see a certain colorway for me to go, you know, it's worth grabbing. But I just don't like the look of the silhouette in general. I just don't like this weird kind of the caging shape. Prefer the Vimeras 5s over those. Air Penny 2s, Prestos. I've not had a pair of Prestos. I can never find the right size because I'm kind of the in-between size. You can only, as far as I know, they only come in like full sizes. Air Trainer 1s. I'm a fan of Air Trainer 1s. This Air Tech Challenge, I think this is from back in the early 90s as well, so potential, could be interested in that. But I do like a Air Trainer 1, but I know they're not that popular. I find these really comfortable, just really easy to wear and sort of quite low to the ground as well. So the Zoom Pegasus 4 a 40. These are good for sort of running, but again, not really needed. I have a bunch of runners already. I'm not a fan of blazers either, so I have to skip that. It has to be something majorly impressive for me to go and buy a blazer. I also don't find them very comfortable either. Nike Calm flip flop. I'll tell you what, there's one basketball trainer that I like, and that's this Nike Book 1. It's a new model, but at the same time has sort of the retro nods. So it just looks really cool. That kind of weird big swoosh, and this kind of Air Force One type toe box. Just really works for me. So I'm hoping that at some point I can grab a pair of those, because that's something that I'd be interested in. The Nike Calm stuff I can skip. I'm just not a fan of those. I bought a pair to try and swiftly went back to Nike because they were just really horrible. Still with the Easy Slides for me all day long. Cortez, I'll give them a miss. I think the only Dunk highs that I've got is some SBs, which is the Faust collab, and they're one of my great SBs that I have. I think they're just really cool. Again, it's got to be something unique and cool for me to go. I need a pair of those, but I think we've just had too much Dunkitis, so I'm good on that. These are nice, but I don't think I'd be wearing them. They look cool, but they look a bit too busy, and I have a pair of the reverse Grinch, so I'm kind of good on a loud Kobe. But they look nicer. These Mac Attacks look nice. I'll give the Motivas a miss. I think they're supposed to be very comfortable though. Not really feeling these P6000s either. Again, it's got to be a really nice colourway for me to go. Or need a pair of those. I think the nicest ones I've seen is a white with the sail. Waffles I'm done with. I'm not really into those. Same with this React Infinity. That's just a runner that I don't need. I have the Invincible Run 3s, so I'm kind of good on that. Skip on those. Just some more standard SB Dunks. The big money savings one look interesting. That might be a go-to. I've seen some shocks already released this at the start of the year, but I'm not a fan of these particular models. I used to have a pair when they first came out, a couple of pairs when they first came out, but I'm not a fan of these particular ones. They look a bit too much. I have the ones with just the shocks on the back. This is like all across the midsole, which I find just looks a bit weird, and it also doesn't feel very nice on foot. This looks quite cool, the Structure 25. Terminators, I kind of just like the Terminator loads, but in terms of comfort, it's just kind of mid really. Not a fan of these VTK runs either. I think they're a bit, I don't know, just a bit too aggressive looking. Vapor Maxes I don't mind, but I don't need a pair. Probably like to have a pair, but on sale. Same with these Vapor Max Mocs. These are Vomero 17s. They look quite cool. I can skip all of these. I'm not really into the Zoom Freaks at the moment, so not for me. They look a bit freaky. The GT Cut 3 with the Zoom X. Not a very nice colourway for the Vomeros. Same for these, are not so bad, but again, it's not grabbing me. The Vomeros look nice in simple colourways, like this is a nice one, for example. I think this one just came out, platinum. These are just standard. I think they're already released actually. Kind of want the Supersonic pair now even more. These are awesome. If you can grab a pair of these are just the greatest sneakers. These I'd want. The Racer Leo X Nike SB Dunk Low. They look like a nice pair. So I've got the AU ones already. I don't know if Adidas release a ton of information about their upcoming sneakers, but let's have a look. Gazelle Indoor. That Harden looks pretty cool. It's Harden Volume 7. Same with this one. This one looks nicer though actually. But I bet they're difficult to get. Probably an overseas exclusive. Don't find these very comfortable, these S1s. They've got boost in them, but then because of this outsole, midsole, it's just hard plastic, so it kind of just defeats the purpose. So the thing with Adidas, I think I'm just kind of, all their standard stuff just looks either way too out there or just very mid, like these ZX 8000s. Don't look very nice. I'm a big fan of the Bad Bunny stuff, so this looks like a really nice colourway. Similar to the brown pair, but probably nicer because it's like that dark mocha brown. I'm not sure what this one is, a forum. That would be nice, a new forum hopefully comes out. I'm a big fan of that one as well. Oh, and it looks like a white colourway for the Response CL. That looks cool as well. It's just because, like, not because they're like hyped in any way, they're not. I think the Bad Bunny stuff, he just puts an extra twist to a silhouette. So I'm not really like wearing campuses nowadays, but this Bad Bunny spin just makes it look even more sort of meaner and, you know, just cooler looking to wear, and the materials that they have as well just makes them really sort of more comfortable to wear. Same with the forums, the Bad Bunny forums, and even with these, it's just got that weird kind of drip kind of sort of feature on them. It's a lot of detailing on these, a lot of embroidery and things like that. So that's the reason I'm a fan of the Bad Bunny stuff. Even if it wasn't a collab with Bad Bunny, so I don't really know much about Bad Bunny, I'd still buy them because they look cool. I've not tried a 4D sneaker yet, so maybe that's one other thing. ASICS is an intriguing one. They have so many models that I'm not sure which ones are which and which ones to go for, but I'm sure like eventually this year they're probably going to be in the limelight, similar to how New Balance were, and they do have some cool looking sneakers that kind of grabbed me. I think the year before I wasn't really interested. Like, I'm not a fan of the Kayano, for example, because of the toe box. It just, like, as you can sort of see, it kind of points upwards. It just doesn't look right to me. It's probably fine as a runner, but when you're kind of wearing it on a casual basis, it doesn't gel well for me. I kind of prefer the toe box and the 1130s, and the comfort wise as well. The 1130s feel really nice, in my opinion, but we're all different and we all have different feet. Gel Light 3s, I've not tried a pair of those, but again, they just look like standard sneakers. I kind of like a bit of comfort. I like these NYCs. I have a pair, but I have a pair like these in kind of dark brown and black colorway, but these ones look pretty cool as well. I kind of like the sort of simple look. This one looks nice. See, for example, that one I would definitely like to have, and maybe this one if I couldn't get this one. And this clear colorway, this oyster grey, looks nice as well. But oh yeah, this one's quite cool, but I don't like the design, the upper on that one. Pictures. The New Balance stuff, there's probably not a lot on New Balance at the moment, but we'll go through it. I have quite a lot of the nicer sort of silhouettes anyway that I kind of like. I don't like this kind of standard stuff. I'm more into the runners and just the kind of newer tech stuff. So the 990s and 1906 and 2002 Rs, for example. Stuff like this, I prefer to wear a Nike. I like 9060s, but again, I've not tried a pair of 991s yet. That's something that maybe I'd try, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. So everyone keeps saying 2024 is a good year for trainers, but at the moment, I'm not seeing too much. I think the other pair that was not on this list was the Air Max 180s, so definitely want a pair of those. I've not had a pair of those since I was young, and would like to have a pair. I do like Reebok Instant Pump Furies, they look nice as well. These are sort of Sauconys. I think the Saucony stuff's starting to grow on me as well, so it's quite cool. Puma's not really too much of a fan of the Puma stuff, really. I don't know, it's just, there's something about them that just don't appeal to me. This Foam Posite Beijing looks really good, but I won't really be buying it to wear